Yep.
Okay, a minute ago you scanned and synced all the gear. We're actually going to erase those scan and sync settings because now we're going to do the same sort of scan and sync, but with wireless Workbench instead. So the way you do this, you go over to frequency coordination, and you're going to need to select a unit to scan with, and it's done up here in the scan sources. And you click this little select button here, and and then below it's currently using, and I know this window's hard to see, but it's currently using Christie's stick, which I believe is channel 1. It's using the first channel of the wireless rack to scan. And then we scroll down a little bit, and there's probably a way to make the screen bigger, but scan with one source, and now it's done to a scan, and it's going to take a minute here, but it is scanning the wireless spectrum. You can watch it going around, and right now we left all the gear on, right? These 4 transmitters are on, these guys are on, so now it's going to see that stuff and avoid it. And if you were in a big city or something, there would be lots of TV channels and lots of RF coming from, and it would try to avoid it. Cool. So it is done scanning. And you can see there's a bunch of blue lines here showing frequencies that Wireless Workbench has detected available. There are a lot right now because I have all these units on, and I have the units really close to each other, so they're actually generating intermods. I need to space them apart or use the tins or that sort of stuff. So with that all on, I need to avoid those frequencies. For that, you can mess with this. I haven't played with it in a while, but you can zoom in, and there are ways to zoom in horizontally and vertically. There's actually a way to make the whole screen full size. I forgot how to do that. I got it in the instructions over here. I haven't played with it in a while. But you can make the whole thing big and zoom and read the instructions. That's pretty cool. So that makes sense, right? So the thing is, we want to use this data, this scan, to transfer it, and we're going to use, Wireless Workbench is going to use this scan, and now is going to calculate new frequencies that are clean to put our mics on, right? Because we're using this method to scan. So to do that, first thing we want to do is grab the units we currently have and put them in our list. And this button over here, select frequencies from inventory, selects the gear we currently have, all frequencies from inventory, okay. And it's going to move them all over here. And they're all yellow right now. And their yellow is telling you, look, Shure has not analyzed those to make sure they're compatible with those. To analyze, you can hit the Analyze button, or you can just hit the Calculate button. Analyze will analyze what they're currently at, and it's saying they're all horribly incompatible. And that makes sense, actually, because it's saying they're incompatible with the noise that's in the scan. Well, that's because they are the noise in the scan in this particular situation. So we need to calculate new frequencies, and it's really simple. You just hit the Calculate button, and now it's generated new frequencies available for the units. It has not sent them to the units, but it's calculated them. It's got new frequencies, and now hit Assign and Deploy, and what it's going to do is give you a list of all your gear, and it's ranking the frequencies by best, least likely to have problems, 3 stars, to most likely to have problems, 1 star. And in this situation, we have some 1 stars. Usually you're not going to see 1 stars at Bangor. The only reason you're seeing it right now is I have all this gear on. But if you were in a big city, you would definitely see 1 and 2 stars. So you can move things around here. You could say, the Eric mic is more important than the IFB. You can rank them in whatever order. But when you're done doing this, this is the key, and this is the last step. Hit Deploy to Inventory. It's now going to send these frequencies, and come down here. They're all flashing. They're all flash. Oh, you just missed the flashing Vegas mode. It just sent all the frequencies over. So at this point, we can close this. It is now assigned all the units. Now, we have to go back and sync them. I'll do that in the next video. But just to kind of refresh what's going on here, what we did to summarize this in one paragraph, you pick a channel, you do a scan, you select frequencies from inventory, you calculate, assign and deploy, and you're done. It's like literally 4 mouse clicks to do this. So it's pretty fast and pretty easy, and we will make another video in a moment.